It was a horrific plane crash that claimed 70 lives, but 12 people survived, including a toddler caught in an apple tree.
Tomorrow is the 50th anniversary of that crash in an apple orchard near the runway at CVG, and today they gathered to remember, including a woman who was just 15 months old when she was thrown into the branches of that tree, and a rescuer who heard her crying in the carnage.
We looked out and saw the smoke and the fire, the sky was lit up.
Ron Abden, who was a lead mechanic at the Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Airport in 1967, was among the first to respond to the scene of the crash of TWA Flight 128.
That was our job, to get the survivors out first.
In the carnage, Ron says he heard an unmistakable sound.
You could hear her baby crying. She was hung up in a tree.
Ron didn't get to rescue her, but she was saved.
I am the little girl in the tree. That is me.
She is Tracy Smith, who was at the time just 15 months old, one of just a dozen who survived the fiery crash.
I don't know about if I'd call it a miracle. I say it's fate. There's a reason I'm here. I don't know what that is yet.
It's a question that lingers for 92-year-old Bob Hart, who was badly burned but survived the crash too.
I've asked the good God for the answer to that question, but I haven't gotten it.
Ida Bauman.
A bell rang out at the Aviation Memorial in Burlington as the names of each of the 70 people who perished that day were read aloud.
We commemorate the 50th anniversary of the crash of Flight 128.
For first responders like Ron Landers and Jim Avery, the images have never been forgotten.
It was horrible. It's just unbelievable.
Does it ever leave you?
No, it's been vivid in my mind the whole 50 years.
But a dozen did survive, including that little girl who still searches for meaning.
I don't know why that happened.
On this day, you want to meet her?
I'd love to.
We connected the rescuer to that once little girl who cried out in the carnage.
Oh, you heard me crying, huh? Well, thank you.
And in a moment of great relief,
Thank you.
honoring that crying toddler in a tree and 11 others who were able to cling to life in a crash. Investigators determined pilot error caused that jet to crash. While the orchard is long gone, a historic marker was placed near the site of the crash. That's in addition to that plaque at the Aviation Memorial in Burlington.